everyone, and welcome to this video Some Frontier video. My name is Jay Wakefield, and today we are back with the Compaq Presario 2240, as I've now have a bit of time and I wouldn't mind having a wee shotty with it. So since the last video I've actually hooked up this Parallel Part Z100 drive. I got it from the Freecycler who gave me the Toshiba Tecra 800 and the Toshiba Satellite Pro L400. The one which you recently saw me upgrade to a Pentium 3 800. Now this zip drive isn't working just yet, and that's because I need to install some drivers. As you can see, nothing. So I burnt this CD full of utilities and what have you for the Compaq Presario 2240, and what we're going to do is we're going to install those now. Now this drive, if I remember rightly, this drive does, whoops-a-daisy, the keyboard's stuck to the desk. Could that be to do with Mum and putting blue tack on it? Well, I'm no way to take it off. Okay, first off, I want to install the alternative mouse drivers. The mouse pointers, rather. I want to install those because I prefer black mouse pointers. I don't like the really thin start menu that comes with IE4. It drives me insane. I wonder what version of QuickTime is installed on here. I didn't realise it was QuickTime. Oh, it's QuickTime 2.1. I really haven't got the idea of this at all. This machine seems to be chock full of outdated software. Anyway, well, outdated even for the time, I mean. I know I'm going to get some smarmy comments going, you did get it in 98, what do you expect? Okay. So now we have a... Oh, I remember that! Forgotten about that noise. So now we're going to install iAmigaware, which will of course add support for this wee comrade here. Oh no! I've got to have Internet Explorer 4.01 Service Pack 1 or greater. Why you do this? And I can't seem to get an older version of iAmigaware. So it looks like I am actually going to have to install an up-to-date version of Internet Explorer. And this was something that I wasn't actually ever planning to do. You know, considering, you know, the originality of this machine. Oh well. I do often carry various utilities on driver disks that I make for different machines. So what we're going to do is we're going to install, well, going to install Internet Explorer 4.01 Service Pack 1 onto this machine. I'm going to do a full install, and then with that, what I'm going to do is, well, have Front Page Express installed. Windows 95 drivers, Windows 95 awesome utilities. Nice. That's 4.01 SP2. Oh, I remember that. That CD-ROM drive, the laser motor, always sounded like someone's muffled typing. Always sounded like a bit of an odd drive, that. I mean, back when I was 13, this was what I did. You know, I put the latest version possible of Internet Explorer on here, and it was, you know, and I don't know why, because we were never on the internet with it. I don't know why I did that, but I was really interested in web design at the time, and it was, I mean, it caught my eye when, you know, some of my school's machines were using IE3, which came stock with Windows 95 OSR2 with the fancy backgrounded title bar and what have you, and the progress bar, which was actually blocks rather than a complete solid bar. And then, IE4, which came with the Active Desktop update, which completely changes the look of Windows 95. And then, and then you've got Internet Explorer 5, and then 5.5, which at that time was the latest version available. IE6 was round the corner, but yeah. Internet Explorer 6 was quite something. I remember, I do remember Internet Explorer 6 being advertised as having, the Windows XP style buttons, but if you installed it on Windows 98 NT for 2000 RME, it would just look like Internet Explorer 5.5, except with the media button in pre-Service Pack 1 versions and lockable toolbars. Because there's nothing more annoying when you're clicking round and then you accidentally do something like this. That is annoying. I mean, IE 4.0 is quite funny because, to me anyway, it's quite funny because it's kind of like a halfway house. It's like, while they updated the icon from a magnifying glass over a globe, they didn't quite get the idea of updating these icons. Shortcuts would always kind of look like this, and I don't know what it was, but I really found those icons to be quite ugly. I don't know what it was, or why, or how, or when, or where, or anything like that. It was really quite odd. I believe this version came out in 1997 though. Oh yeah, and a shortcut to AOL on the desktop. Very nice. And this version of Internet Explorer just kind of came with the standard install, so none of the nice wee toys that you used to get with an Internet Explorer 4 install. I really liked how you had. I really liked how on Windows 98 computers you had the option to edit web pages. That was always something that I liked. Edit. What would you? And of course I didn't realise about FTP servers and kind of password protection. I mean, imagine that you're able to just kind of pull down a page off the Internet Explorer into Front Page Express, edit it, and then and then when you save it, it goes live. Such an idiot. I mean, if that was the case, you'd have Microsoft.com, buy a Mac. Apple.com, expensive Ponzi computers. Oh. Well, that's a really funny Internet Explorer icon. Although I think that's more accurate. Disconnected network resources. Microsoft Wallet. Setup has finished installing components. If you are connected to the internet, please disconnect now. Setup must close all programs to finish the installation. Optimizing your system for better performance. Ooh, this is quite exciting. Frightens the life out of you, does that? And that was always something a wee bit exciting. Please wait while setup updates your configuration files. This may take a few minutes. Not a problem, I have a cup of tea. I wonder if I can get the real mode DOS for this machine, because I do like that real mode drivers for Windows 95 and 98 on the Armadas. I really do hope I can, because I think it would be useful to have it on this computer. Now this machine does not have a math coprocessor, so while it is 200 MHz, it's kind of crippled a wee bit. However, you can add one. There's a zero insertion force socket, you know, in case I wanted to actually add such a device. But that, of course, would take it away from the originality. But of course, it's cutting costs. Are you quite done? I love it in the beginning of setup. It doesn't say it on here, but I love it in the beginning of setup when it says Internet Explorer 4.01 active setup. As opposed to what exactly? Internet Explorer 4.01 passive setup. Well, I really wouldn't like that. If it's anything like passive matrix versus active matrix, it'd be just like, yeah, it fades onto the desktop. And then suddenly you're feeling really seasick from looking at it. That brings back memories every time that drive does that. Personalised settings. You see that now, even in Windows 7. You don't see that now in Windows 7 UK channel setup. There we go. Oh, look at that, the channel bar. Whoops. I normally have that enabled, but this time I didn't. Yay, front page express! Just for old time's sake. Okay, so now let's go back to what we were doing before. See, now I've got my documents option in the start menu. And this is something that you didn't get with the original Internet Explorer 4 setup. And now the icons have changed. So now if I go to iOmegaWare, are you installing iOmegaWare to support a USB drive? No, I'm not. Although that is possible in Windows 95. You could do that if you wanted to. So now this is installing. It's going to take just a couple of minutes to do so. So completing the iOmega software setup. Setup needs to shut down your system to allow for hardware installation. Shut down now and connect the hardware. Oh, scared then. I'd lost it? Oh my goodness. Right, okay, I've installed it. Now it's gone. It's okay, so while I'm waiting for this to start up, let me go and get a zip disk. It's a Zip 100 disk. Yay, Zip 100. I don't have it. This isn't a Zip 250 drive. So that's fine. So that means I've got 100 megabyte zip disk. So hopefully now when Windows starts, it should help me to install, in fact I do believe it's doing something, Building Driver Information Database. It should help me to actually install the drivers for my zip drive. And now okay, here are the Amiga drives found on your system. Zip 100D. Are all the Amiga drives, iOmega drives listed? Yes. Congratulations, installation is complete. Thank you for choosing iOmega. There we go, and that's the drive. So let's test it. Let's get a zip disk out, and we'll use it. Oh, it's a coloured one. Yes, I got this disc with, funnily enough, with a Gateway 2000 laptop that I recently got, which is also 200 megahertz. But that's a Pentium 1 MMX. There we go. It's got a coloured disc here, which is very nice. It's pale blue. and it says Dell on it. So let's put this in now and see what happens. It's got loads of things on it. Some really odd things here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to format, and it uses iAmiga's own software to do that. And this light here goes orange, although you can't really see it. Well, actually, this is the read light. You have successfully formatted your zip disk. And what I'm going to do I've got some screenshots that I made on here, which I'm actually going to copy over. Oh, actually, no, I can use my new and improved Internet Explorer 4. Look at this, and the windows move around. Yay! Compaq registration. Now, unfortunately, using the parallel part, it can impair the speed a wee bit, actually. So now, if I go on here, that's quite fast. And then what I can do when I'm done with this zip disk, I can just literally hit the eject button and it comes out. And I have a zip drive which connects to my main computer, which I can then use it to copy stuff to and from here. So now it's time to install some utilities. Microsoft Plus is always a good bet. Yeah, the drive is quite noisy. I don't care. Couldn't care less. It's always been that way. But it's always been a good machine, this. There's nothing wrong with it. Visual enhancements. Drive Station 3 will not be installed because there is already a newer version present. Would you like to... No. But it does anyway. You always say, oh, would you like to run the system tasks at night? No. And then when you come to switch your computer on the next morning, it's giving you into trouble. It can run! And I'm thinking, well, that's because I told you not to, you feels. Because I switch it off at night. Because if I didn't, well... Now there is one thing that when this installs, I am going to, and this might be shocking to some of you, but I'm going to turn off 256 colour icons. There's a good reason for that. I do want to try and make this machine as original as possible. Look at this. Right. So what I'm going to do, I mean, this will save a restart if I do it now. So there's a new tab called Plus. Turn off show icons using all possible colours. It'll tell me to restart the computer. Well, it's restarting anyway. Microsoft Windows 95. Microsoft Plus. So let's go and install PaintShop Pro. Would I like to read the README file? No. Would I like to restart again? Seriously, you kidding me? Sitrep. I've installed Internet Explorer 5 because with the active desktop update in place, because Internet Explorer is such an integral part of the active update, the active desktop shell, Internet Explorer 5 is generally a lot more stable than IE4. I really didn't want to have to do this to take away from the originality, but I also get the option to sort programs by name, which is something I didn't get with IE4. Anyway, I've installed some games, so why don't we have a wee look? Let's start with the Skyroad's Christmas Special, because oh, it seems that that works fine. Let's try Road 1. Oh. Can't really do this one-handed. This is not going so well. You can't really do this one-handed. Never really works. Nope, it doesn't work. I'm gonna complete at least one road though. I have absolutely no complaints about the MIDI and DOS. Yeah, you. I've got to really concentrate on this. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, 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 come on. Level complete. That is how you do that after 50 million tries. Right, I really don't want to torture myself anymore with this game until I've got both hands free. But that, safe to say, that works perfect. Absolutely perfect. Now, let's have a wee look at Outrun. Now, with this one being an old game, I can use CGA, Tandy 4 colours, Tandy 16 colours, EGA, VGA 16 colours, or Hercules. So this is a VGA card, so I'm going to select option 3. I don't know why it's not doing the PC speaker beep. Maybe it's turned off in Windows 95, I really couldn't say. Whoa! I was playing the Sega Master System version of this not so long ago, actually. And I've got to say that the Sega Master System version, well, it has a lot more options in this one. I don't know if this is a demo or what have you, but or shareware, but you know, you do seem to get a lot more options off the bat with the Master System version. This game is quite funny, actually. You know, you're in a car, you've got your blonde girlfriend, you know, and if you don't win, she'll move over to the you know, she'll go to a faster driver or something. It's all a wee bit sleazy, but it's a good game, and it's certainly a brilliant arcade classic. And what's more, it works on any machine. Absolutely fine. I mean, this is a K6-2, 200 megahertz. I have no problems with it. Whereas something like Test Drive 3, something like Test Drive 3 will not work at all. So let's have a look at when this goes away. Jazz Jackrabbit 2. Now, I used to play this all the time. Well, we all used to play this. Me and my siblings used to play this quite often. We used to play this quite often on here, so it's kind of nice. It's coming back. I've never liked that Spaz Jackrabbit. Rabbit in training. Can never really play this game too well. This is going to be funny. Try to play it one-handed. Boom. Oh, derp. I think you gotta give it a run up, or you can probably grab onto that washing line. Ah, what is it? I need to be able to do this. Oh, there we go. Helicopter ears. Do you know, I've said this before and I'll say it again, I do kind of prefer the original. Even if it is a direct, blatant rip-off of Sonic. And I do love the holiday specials, those are good. I played the 1995 holiday special, I do believe it was. Oh, you feel gouk. On the Compaq Armada 77. Oh yeah, now that's how you do that. There's a bit of Jazz Jackrabbit. Whoops. Everyone knows it. This is great fun. Now going back to the DOS games, let's see if we can play a bit of Charlie the Duck. See how that copes. Whoops. Oh yeah, and I like these volume buttons because you get an on-screen display as well. I think some of these games might be a wee bit read-only, on account of them coming from a floppy CD-ROM. So what I'm going to do, ever reading data.dat. Well, I don't know what happened there. Maybe didn't copy. Well, Charlie 1 should at least work, so I'll copy Charlie 2 back over, just to see what we can do here. Here we go. Oh yeah, it's Alt. Whoops. That's why it's kind of a good thing that's why it's not necessarily always a good thing to have Windows keys on your keyboard. So if you think of Jazz Jackrabbit as being like a Sonic clone, then you probably may think about this as being a kind of a Mario clone, because it really is. You know, this and other Wearing titles do kind of have that Super Mario kind of quality about them. I must admit, another one that I do like by Wearing Software is St. Nicholas. And I think it's LGR that might have given a wee review of that, and I've had enough of this. Blooming switching back to the Windows desktop. Like I said, I mean, whoops. I'll have a look, see if there's a real DOS mode. I mean, because I'd like to see that, actually. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a wee game. I'm just going to load it onto a zip disk, and then I'll copy it to high score. Oh, I've got a high score. I did abysmally there, but here we go. I'm going to copy it over, and we'll have a look at that and see how well that works. So I was watching LGR's latest video. And it was about the Simpsons arcade game, the Simpsons kind of beat 'em up. I remember that. I used to go holidaying at a place called Martin Mere with my parents, and they had one of these machines. And I didn't realise that there was actually I didn't realise there was a PC part of this, so I don't know how to do it. Come on. Let me just work this out. So the controls are a wee bit odd. I've never had to use insert and delete as my fire buttons. But it's insert to whack the vacuum, well, use your weapon, and it's delete to use to jump. You know, I would have preferred it if it had been something like, you know, control or, you know, what have you. But I mean, it's designed, I guess, you know, because you can. Oh my goodness, seriously. It's designed so you can have like more than one player playing on the keyboard. The original arcade cabinet allowed for up to 4 players. Come on, I'm not doing well at all, but The sound, like I said, I mean, the sound works absolutely fine in MS-DOS. The ESS audio chip is performing admirably here. I'm loving the ESFM synthesis, which is ES. Oh, I want some of that. Come on, you give me that. I'm really quite hungry actually. Might shut this down for a wee. Oh my goodness, what the hell is that thing? I know it's a boss, but what is it supposed to even be? Ha! That's for interrupting my gameplay, you feel gouk. You know, come on. Yep, let's see if we can... Who is it? I've never seen that character before in my life, and I've seen every episode of The Simpsons. I don't understand. Come on, you. And I'd like to thank LGR for recommending this game. I'm facing the wrong way. Oh, look at that. Yeah, you pathetic feel. Come on. If it's that pathetic, why has he got the stamina of a... What is he running? What is this guy running on? Duracell? Seriously, come on, die. I said, what? Come on, you. It's not a bad part, this, I must admit. It looks pathetic. Seriously. Yay! And now a big crusty balloon has happened. What do I do? I didn't do well on that. Stage 2, Krusty Land. So that's... Oh, well done. So I can type my initials in here. So it's not bad at all, I don't think. I think this is pretty good, actually. However, it seems... Oh, I wonder. Do you want to exit? Yes, I do. So by exiting the game, because I've set it to run in DOS mode, and now that I've finished the game, it will actually go back into Windows 95. So now I'm just going to install some last minute things. I'm going to take this zip disk and go back and see if I can get the real mode DOS drivers. Well, I've decided to give this sound card a real test. We did the Canyon test It sounded excellent. But now I'm going to do a test with a MIDI file I found online. Let it play. Whoops-a-daisy. That would be playing fine if I'd not just loaded that CD. Let me try that again. Not doing too bad a job of getting Brian May's guitar solo, but the time will come, one day you'll see, when we can all be friends. One time will come, one day you'll see, when we can all be friends. That was amazing. That really was. It was fantastic. But then again, I do love that song. Well, sorry about the abrupt end to that video. My phone camera battery ran out. However, I did manage to install Office 97 onto the Compaq Presario 2240. And with that, I would like to say thank you for watching this video. That is all for now. If you did enjoy watching this video, please feel free to subscribe. Instructions on how to do so will follow. If you've not already done so, feel free to watch some of my other videos. And I hope you will all join me for my next video. Thank you for watching.